So, what we're doing right now is looking at the HUD to see how we can change that to fit in with OBS as it is now, because we've changed everything. So what we've got on the screen right now, in the bottom left, is a book edit confirmation, but we have our current job title over it. So what I'm looking for in the menu, see if I can find my pointer. Here it is. The casting bar is the blue one at the bottom in the middle, and the inventory tracker is on the right hand side. Just XP bar up a sec. See, we've got the red mage thing, but it's attached, so I just need to figure out how to do that. Let's have a look. The guild tracker. Nope. XP bar. Inline mode. Okay. So inline mode. Come on, mouse. Here. So inline mode is what put it there. So what determines the distance between the two? That one. Okay, so that worked. Let's put everything back to where it is supposed to be. Okay, that's nice. So that's mission achieved on that. Inventory, all that's done. So look at our party list. Come on, mouse. This is incredibly frustrating. There we go. Don't need bookends. Takes up space. Don't need to show that when soloing, but that's the button I was looking for in the beginning. We don't need the title. Hide during events, yes please. Align. I want to expand height. Alliance window. It's not the sort of thing I need yet, but it is there for when I do. Background scaling. Don't know. You don't know. Never mind. Let's have a look. Background. Okay. Is it that? Yes, it is. So that doesn't matter because we don't have one. Status. No, that's fine. Keep the. Actually, the icons are quite difficult to understand. So let's do note to self. Icons have been changed to Final Fantasy Original. And see how that works. Come on, mouse. There you go. So everything in the party is set. However, let's have a look. Rows, I don't know. 1, 2. That's good. Okay, let's bring that down. I don't need it to be so big. It's better. Your life bars don't need to be bigger than mine. So font scale. Okay, okay. So there's our line. So that's the smallest it can be. That's nice. Okay. So we can do that. So, come on mouse pointer. Gosh. possibly extend. No, we don't need to do that. Like that. Maybe that in line. Font size. Let's put you. Okay, so the zone information is what I'm looking at right now. Job icons. So like that. 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 So that seems all right. I think min rows 3. So I'm not sure which side that the debuffs and everything will go on. So all we can do is see what happens. But I like that. I like that. That's it's nice. That shows everything in the right places, just as it would normally. See if the okay, let's bring the inventory out of the way a bit more. So we've managed to make our game look a lot nicer now. We can even probably bring the money up to there, because we're going to start to accumulate quite a lot of that soon. So need to give it more space to grow. Shows intent. So there's lots we could do with planning on the UI, but let's have a look at the Alliance window. Let's just change our focal point over. There we go. So we're looking at what we're doing. Now our Alliance window itself isn't really important for where we are in the game right now. However, it will be, because running a link shell is going to mean lots of people eventually. I hope. So think that's everything. So lock the UI and close that down. And yes, we're going to override that. So what we're doing currently right now is macros. So why image I made that one? Want to delete? Yes. So in our general macros, this is our general daily life macro stuff that I've been using. However, it's not how I normally have my stuff. So let's delete these and then make them. That one we do. So we've got Ellie resist, Ellie def. MA? No. Okay, so these are currently a skill up macro. However, once it comes to later on in life, these will be changed to currently what we are doing per battle. So every battle I will be on that. Every single battle. as a red mage or a white mage. So logging, this is just the equipment. My shade is my current look because that's, as a streamer, I want to try and look the part. So I think I've done quite well. Red mage is our base set, and MP resist is as a mage we need to rest. So we'll be doing both as a mage and as a warrior. So we'll be going through the same context. We'll be teaching warriors how to look after themselves properly to help their mages, and that way making a party more coherent, making it better, and therefore faster and more efficient and all those good things. So this will be a full everything eventually. Sneaking invis, because that's such a useful thing. So we've got that into a wait 5 command, and it's set to target sneak then invisible. So it can also be used on myself. Debuffs. We'll go through the equipment set in more detail and everything. Debuffs. So this is a skill up for debuffs, but once we are skilled up, this will be specific. So we have Dire, Paralyze, Slow, Gravity. Let's have a look what else we've got. Start from the top. We have Cure 1, 2 and 3. Let's make sure that's all the spells in the right order. It is. So status, white magic, buffs, so we've got protect and shell, self buff, which is blink and aquaveil, and we have the bar spells, and then we have the bar group spells, status bar spells, end spells, regen, inverse, sneak. So all the others are nice, but they're not important to what we're looking at right now. What we're looking at right now is debuffs. So we have Dire, Slow, Paralyze. Silence is a status debuff, so that's not something you cast every time. You know they have to cast magic for it to work. So we have Paralyze, Slow, and Dire. Let's have a look what else we've got. We have Blind. Again, it's a status debuff, but they all are. They are always going to hit. And Gravity. So let's go back to our macro. So /MA blind tab, select spell, and then quotations either side, and then come back to a space, bracket to bracket, and then we go. So we've got Dire, Paralyze, Slow, Gravity, and Blind. Now dots. Dots are poison, Dire, and bio. Do the same. We're not talking about whether a Dire is a dot or a debuff. It's both. Same as bio. So because it's that important, it's in 2 categories, therefore it gets casted twice, therefore we get more skill ups on it, right? It doesn't matter about the Dire and the bio overriding right now. This is just a skill up macro. This is intended for us to be able to perform our job properly. Later on in life we will organize ourselves properly, don't worry. At the moment it's not required. So as I said, it's not a tutorial macro anymore, videos anymore. This is just how we're going to be doing things. I will make a remake day 5 once we've got everything sorted and set up. It's not a problem. Much more information and much better delivered. So that poison isn't going to work. So let's go back and change that. Close that gap. So we've got a wait 5 set command on poison on dire, so let's do the same there. We're going to have to test all of these later, so it doesn't matter about what we put in at the moment. What matters is there's something in and the macro might function. So we do the same here. If you know the duration, then you feel free. But for me, I'm going to go through every single one. If it's all wait 5, then I know I haven't done it. I could pick other numbers, but it was just the number that was there on the first one, so that's what we're going to be consistent with. Now you could also do the copy and paste if you want to, but I didn't. So on the last one, we're not going to have a wait 5 command, just so we can visually see. I mean, wait 4 there. Well, we know that one works, so we're not going to change that one. Okay. Hatchets, there isn't a wait command on that. Equip set 1 is shade. You know, there's no reason why you can't put, say, /party or /echo if you want, and then say whatever it is you want. For instance, if you want to draw attention to the fact you've just changed your gear into equip set 03 logging, there's no reason why you can't do that. Yeah, that looks like this. Control 9. So equip set 003 logging says in the bottom left hand corner. You can't say that because of course that's not on your stream screen. So let me just change that from that one to that. No. Hey, that's good, isn't it? I messed that up completely. Oh, I know what it is. You need to be up there. No, that one. Wait a minute. I've messed it all up. Messed it all up. Right, so display capture is supposed to be the original, because that is the display capture, what I'm looking at. There you go. Right, let's turn that back off for a second just to make sure. So the window capture is the game itself, and that is what everyone is supposed to see. So temporarily, let's lock that, turn that off, bring the display capture back, lock that so we don't mess it up again. Well, actually, you don't need to see the taskbar because that's always going to be there forever. So there we go. That looks like a game screen now, much better. Yeah, much better. Okay, so you can see in the bottom left hand corner it says 003 logging and stuff, and inside my gear I'm wearing it. It's just I'm still set to wearing shade armor because that's the look I've chosen. So by having that visual representation into a command, you can see that that's happened even though you can't actually see on your stuff, on your person. So that's why I've done that. I like having this 2 screens set actually, I'll be honest. Let's put that there, I think maybe. I think that's quite nice. So we can turn that back on, so that's always there. At least there, so it's always there for there. And the wiki. Wiki goes there. Is the wiki currently working right now? Let's have a look. Just make sure that button works. You get to have a sneak preview at what our next video is going to be. Let's see. So that's that one. I think you can see that. The curse of many windows, as they say. Yeah, it looks like you can see that. See if I can rearrange the for a window. So, oops, it's not what I intended. No, I don't want to do a virtual camera. I don't have a virtual camera. Leave me alone. Yeah, you see, these Opera windows, I do like them, but I don't like the fact that they're not really move around a bubble. You know, it's quite difficult to get what I want in the proper sizes and for them to then be usable. So let's try that again. That goes there like that. It's supposed to be there like that. And then the wiki, I should be able to change. Whoa. There we go. Should be able to change which part of that is displayed and how. Which is cool. I think that's how we do it. So look, looks pretty good. Let's move that back out of the way. I don't want to see that right now, but I can't do anything about that. Yeah, chat window is important, so it's all, I can close that. I can just bring it out of the dock later. Silly rabbit. Right, okay, so if I bring that in, that's what it's in there. So what I'm thinking is in the future they'll be able to have all the information on the screen properly, deliberately. Seeing as it happens so often, why don't we make it a deliberate thing? And that way we can always see what's going on properly all the time. I mean, I can't, but whoever's playing the game can. So we can squeeze that down a bit more into there like that. We can do that. How does that look? I think that looks okay. I'm not sure. The only way for me to know is when I look back in the recording. So, as it is, that's the way it's set. And what I'm thinking is we're going to go through each of the level 1 reputation quest givers. So, see how they look in the stream. I think that one is the best for the stream, so we'll leave it at that zoom. So we can go back. That's it, so Sandoria. And list of all the quest givers in Sandoria. Reputation. So I'm assuming there's more to it than that. No, I'm not missing anything on the screen. That is what it is. So how do I know which ones are which? Okay, so there's better one. There we go. That's better, isn't it? So Moghouse exit quest and exit the gambler. What do we get for this? We get a map of King Rolandbury's tomb. So we don't need that because we have the add-on, but we will do it just for the sake of continuity and having done all of the missions, because I did say we would do that, just so we could. Been playing around with that a little bit, excuse me. I think that size might be better. Don't know. So let's see if there's a... Oops. I turned something off. That one? I think I turned that off. So, the wiki, I think that is the actual wiki. Is there a way to remove that scaling or anything? No. So that is what it is in all its glory. So let's bring that into the size that we want in the game. It's about there. Has to be a way to make that tidier. There is. Do that. Let's put that one there as well. Now, I think the wiki should live on the other side. Like this. Because most of the time, all the information I'm trying to show everybody is on the other side. At least that's my theory. Anyway. So, I'm just going to play around with this and then get back to you when we're done. But we will have all the macros, as you can see. We've got those to build, but as you can generally get, this is how you make the spells. We will check all of the main spells here in a big list, like this. So that way, when it comes to knowing that we're doing them on a bulk size, we know the macro will work. And if not, we'll be familiar and confident enough to be able to change everything. So when we pop back, I will run through everything, but just as a point of reference, I always have where it says Cure 1 and Cure 2 here, I don't have those at all. I don't have those. This is usually Utsi Semi Ichi on every character that I have a general for, because that's always where I have it on every single job. So if I'm a ninja, I always have those in that space, and no matter what, this is always my blind. Yeah, 4 is always my blind. And Although one is hatchet, it's the main skill. So if I'm on ninja or warrior or paladin, where it says hatchet is provoke. Or if I'm on paladin, it doesn't have the Kuriyami, it has flash, so that goes there. If I'm on red mage, blind goes there. If I'm on white mage, flash goes there. You know, so this is where you build your base template. So once I finished building all this separately and organizing it, that will be a proper video from the day 5 re-edit, so everyone can see properly what's going on. But until then, well, excuse my yawning. We can change the location of where the wiki is on the screen because there's macros and things in the way. I mean, we could put it in line with the macros like that. There we go. So that's where it's going to stay from now. That's where it's been locked. So let's just turn everything on so we can get an idea of what the screen now looks like in its full glories. Sorry, let's turn everything off. So we go with scroll bar, link shell, Rabbit webcam. Then we have the game capture. We have the wiki. And we have a general display capture, which is supposed to be the monitor. Let's come out of studio mode and try all of that again. So we have our display as we see it. We have our wiki and our game capture. We have the rabbit icon. Just going to bring that to there. There we go, let's look at that again. So we have the rabbit icon. We have the link shell title. And we have our scroll bar. And when we press the big screen, we get the proper big screen, which overrules everything. So it means I can see what's going on all the time. But yeah, there we go. So that's a proper rundown of what we've been up to. But I do think that after doing diary videos, it allows me to think back about all the things that we're doing. Because I have so many things going on right now. I want to make sure that I cover all the bases on things. And I wasn't too happy about the macro guide. So we're going to make a proper one and show you how it works. So that's diary entry